It's the job interview of their lives. From across the region, Asia's best business brains are heading to Kuala Lumpur.
I'm not here to compete with anybody else. You only compete with yourself.
Selected from thousands of applicants, 12 candidates will battle it out for a dream job with a six-figure salary.
This is not just a job interview for me. This is the job. I deserve it, and I want it.
But to succeed, they will first have to impress the boss, Mr. Tony Fernandez.
I will bring out things you never believed you had in you, and I'm good at that.
A self-made man, Tony Fernandez is one of Asia's greatest success stories.
Thank you for hard work.
A groundbreaking entrepreneur, Tony has built a diverse portfolio of businesses, putting his hand to everything from hospitality to sports franchises. Mr. Fernandez is most famous today for revolutionizing the aviation industry. As chairman of AirAsia, he's established the company as the fastest growing, most profitable airline in the world. Known for his drive, passion, and commitment to equality.
You can achieve anything that you want to do.
To be his apprentice, they must simply outshine the competition.
Accompany Mr. Lee straight to his room now.
Next. Shut up, man. Shut up.
And survive his grueling 11-week interview process.
There's no excuse. Don't make excuses. You happy with losing? You have your chance to be fired if that's what you want.
What have you brought to the table in terms of creativity?
She always say, I. It's just an attitude problem.
Let me explain.
Well, I've heard enough. Sounds a bloody disaster.
12 candidates.
I make sure that you are on the money. I got your back on this.
Yes.
You drive it down disaster road.
Why can't you guys stick to the time?
Now do that on top of it.
One job.
Oh, girls, what's this? Calm down, everyone.
You come back like you want to really be my princess, so don't bother coming back.
Thank you.
Who will take the title?
It's a monumental screw-up. For that reason, you're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
I quit my job and I actually delayed my wedding because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This thing doesn't come every day.
I'm going to win this because I think I was born for it, I was made for it, and there's nothing that I want so bad right now.
I definitely have to win. I want to win. When I want something, I always get it.
When Mr. Fernandez first walked in, I was in awe. I'm like, yes, I'm ready for this.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Welcome to the most challenging interview of your life. We've searched all over Asia looking for that one person who's going to end up working for me. All of you are the best of the best, which means that the competition is going to be hard.
My first impression of Tony Fernandez, he looks so cool and calm and collected, but at the same time, I can feel that he's going to be very tough.
I'd like to introduce you to my two trusted advisors. On my left is Kathleen Tan, the CEO of Expedia AirAsia. She's worked with me for over 20 years. I like to describe her as the empress of the commercial team in AirAsia. Mark Lancaster, CEO of Tune Hotels. He has tremendous management experience, worked in various industries, from the music business to the hotel business to the financial services industry. I've known Mark for 40 years. He understands me inside out. They will be my eyes and ears throughout this process. So to kick off this 11-week grueling job interview, we'll start by separating the teams into sexes. One group male, one group female.
I'm really happy that it's guys versus girls. I think we're all really competitive and everyone just wants to get the show on the road.
Business is very simple. It's about profit. It's about cash. There are no shortcuts. When I took over AirAsia, I bought it for 1 ringgit and took on 40 million of debt. It was very clear to me from day one that we had to make a profit straight away, and we had to be cash positive straight away. That's what will be driving your first challenge, making a profit.
Tony Fernandez, he's the real deal. Being here is one of my dreams, actually.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you your first task. You'll be going back to basics. You'll be setting up a stall in a busy wet market, and you'll be selling fish. This may not sound a glamorous first challenge, but it will tell me a lot about each and every one of you. Selling is the very essence of what business is about. The team that makes the larger profit wins. The losing team will have to meet me back in the boardroom, and one of you will be fired. Business is hard, business is simple. Make a profit. Good luck.
Thank you.
I think the task is exciting, so I can't wait to get into it. I hate the wait. So my name is Hanzo. I'm Malaysian. I am a sales trainer.
I own a sales training business, one of the most successful sales training companies in Malaysia. I'm a sales ninja. I kill people to get what I want.
Very good. And myself, so I'm Alex. I work for a French liquor brand, and so I'm an Asia Pacific director.
Alexis seems like he's a very ambitious guy, has a lot to give for the team, very confident, and I'm looking forward to work with him.
I'm Nick. I'm from Malaysia and I'm an auditor.
Hi, I'm Ninku. I'm from India and I'm into infrastructure development. Oh wow. Hi everyone, I'm Andrea. I'm from Singapore and I'm a litigation lawyer.
Wow. Okay.
We're all from very diverse fields, all of us. Great team. Andrea stands out to me. She's a young girl, she's a lawyer, and I think she's the one to watch out for.
So I guess we're gonna pick a team name.
I'm thinking about platinum because it sounds strong and tough.
Or how about like a goddess name to be strong, like goddess of war?
Xena.
Oh, she's a warrior princess. She's from TV. She's from real. I don't need to be a snob, like Greek mythology.
I was thinking of the Mavericks. The Mavericks. All of us want to be different, and all of us want to break the mold, right? So,
you guys into
As
Asian
one of the
theme thing?
options, if we can set that
Into
as
some
an option.
Asian flavor, a Asian theme-based name. Maverick is very American, man.
Malay name, that one name that is like power, like cool, like boom. It's called Gempa.
Gempa means earthquake. Yeah, like in Indonesian means earthquake, so it could be positive or negative.
right, yeah.
It could be disaster.
Well, the only word that pops to my head is apex. It's something like the top thing as well.
We can try Apex.
Actually, like Apex.
I like Apex. I think it's a good name.
I like it. It sounded direct, but our team can be called Susan and we'll still win.
I'd like to go back to Sam's Maverick. It sounds masculine, at the same time has impact. I'll go for Maverick.
Yeah, Mavericks I'll be down.
Yeah? Okay.
the Mavericks.
Let's go for it. I've heard the name Mavericks many times. There's no originality, but a team name is a team name. What's important is how we play as a team.
Is there anybody that is interested to go first?
Well, actually, guys, I would love to volunteer in this task. I run my own company, selling kebabs. I'm blessed as well to employ thousands of employees in the company.
Wow, fantastic, man.
Impressive.
I started my own first kebab stall with a capital of $400 with a small pushcart at that time. I was fortunate to grow the business up to 1,000 outlets, food processing, as well as the retail operation. These are the areas that I'm expert in.
I think you run the food business on one hand, and then you do sales on the other hand. I mean, go for it, man.
All right,
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Thanks,
man.
Let's win.
Be with you.
Yeah.
And he's a very friendly guy. The rest I don't know yet. We'll see about it. How good he is, actually.
We do need to pick a PM.
No, I just think like it should be somebody who's familiar with the local language
And the local market.
and all of it.
I'd be happy to if you guys are okay with that.
Of course.
Okay. I've never been into any wet market because usually my mom did that, but I'm really confident to lead the team, to bring us girls to win the first challenge. We want to win the first one.
Yes.
We have to win.
We have to win.
We must win the first one.
Nick is quite a reserved person. As to how it plays out, we're just gonna have to see.
Go Apex!
Okay.
All right, open the way, man.
Fish coming! Excuse us, sorry. Essentially, the task is to get some fish, sell it at a local market, and make a profit on it. And winning team is the one that makes the most money.
There!
Do you find the stall?
Yes, we found it.
Nice. Looks good.
All right, wait. Let's go. We will win this for sure. The girls will not get their hands dirty. When it comes to handling this sort of task, guys have it. All right, guys, come on. Let's push it, guys.
Wait.
We don't know where we're going. We just hold on.
Yeah,
right?
find a booth. Go find a booth.
There's one empty space here.
Good, let's take it.
1 kilo.
I will transform the team to have this huge profit by selling the fish with a good margin. So hopefully we can win this task. We have to identify the fish first, then we can check out the price. We sell a little bit higher. I agree with that.
I would want it to be a bit higher than the market price. Because we have value, man.
And that's
we have value.
It's different.
Guys, let's think about this later. First thing first, we need to find those market prices.
I was trying to hear any ideas that came up, but it's a challenge, to organize these big guys.
One person in charge for naming the fish.
We all check one fish each.
Andy was unable to actually stamp his authority.
You guys figure out other tasks, yeah? I'll do the naming. Hanzo, team up.
Hanzo, come here.
But it was just chaotic.
There's about 20% margin.
Switch channels and you'll be fired. Keep it here on AXN.
One person in charge for naming the fish.
We all check one fish each. I was trying to hear any ideas that came up, but it's a challenge, to organize these big guys.
Guys, please empower Handy. So Handy, do you want to assign which people are going to do those
Okay,
things?
so Hanzu, yes, please. Thank you very much for initiative.
Do what?
Yeah, do the thing that you're gonna do, that checking the price. Yeah.
Pricing is the most important thing.
Yeah.
With the product and the pricing, right?
Yes.
So we match them and then we solve it. This task is about getting profit. So we got to know our product first. And we got to attach a pricing.
Let's go to the other shop and find out the margin.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, 3 of us are here.
Oh, we have great fish.
All right, girls, let's just start selling.
Is there like a percentage you put for the price of the fish? 20% up.
We have the wholesale price list. So the profit margin, I was thinking about 20%. To be honest with you, I don't really know whether it's the correct profit margin or not. But I was thinking we need to get the prices up first. Then at least when I went for scouting, we can start some selling as well.
I think it should be
about the
some more. The price should be 40% higher than the wholesale price. Yeah.
It's too little?
Yeah, I think it's too little.
Why don't you ask
Another store, just check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Pricing then sell. Pricing first. Sorry.
I get it.
It does come down to pricing in a task like this. You got the same quantity of fish. The only variable is the price. And the fact that that was not a team decision is, to me, a problem.
Just check some prices. Give me 5 minutes,
And then we do that.
Okay, calm down. Sorry. Calm down, everyone.
Nick, she is really nice, but not tough enough. When you put all the strong personalities together, everyone want to be top dog.
Let's just go and find the prices.
I'll be back in 5. Excuse me, how much is this one?
This one, 20 1 kilo.
20. All right, thank you. Do you know what it's called? The small prawns like beside the street.
There's 2 sets of prawn.
Can we just take prawns because she sells it for 15 per kilo? When I came back, I actually changed the price according because we actually have priced it a little bit more than the local stalls. They are all selling lower prices than us already. Yeah,
It's too cheap, actually.
I would go 40% up.
I'll go with her. She knows the local price, so I'll follow her.
You have to listen to the local person when you're not familiar with the area or the negotiating terms.
All right, I'm ready to sell.
I was like, okay, finally, now we can work.
Everything's really fresh. It just came this morning. Ikan, fish.
Let's try here.
Salmon is 40, okay.
We already had sent people out to find out market information.
Mackerel, salmon, crab.
But we had a flood of customers suddenly seeing a well-dressed, handsome guys like us. They're setting up our stalls and suddenly customers started pouring in. You want to try the parrotfish? Very nice fish.
I'll give you a very good price.
How much?
My friend is asking for the price for this one.
Azul! Come here, man. Come here.
Ah, fresh fish, very cheap today. Okay, which fish do you want?
How much 1 kilo?
Don't worry, we give you the best price ever.
We were so enthusiastic. We just didn't bother about strategy. We just like, bam, finally we're gonna get something done. I'm gonna sell this customer.
Henry,
Yeah?
1 kg, how much?
Okay, this sardine is 1 kg.
That is sardine.
This one sardine.
Chicharo.
Chincharo, yeah? Okay. One moment. 1 kilo, I'll give you only 15. Only 15 ringgit, yeah?
We came back and suddenly, bang! Market's open.
Half kilo, you want half kilo?
No, we're not ready yet.
I need bags, please, bags.
Okay, $22. Pricing it properly. Okay, salmon is 40. We got a 20. They're not selling it on the right price. Handy.
Do you know what the name of this fish? I hope I know for you.
Handy, we need to audit price.
These guys were already selling them without even knowing what the price was supposed to be.
Fish! Today only special, come over!
The team I noticed are very good at selling, but they sold a lot of expensive fish, almost a giveaway.
15.
We were being taken a ride by some customers. We have no price points. We don't have margins. When it comes to leading a team in chaos, Penny doesn't have a skill to do that.
What fish is this?
Tenggiri.
Handy should be regrouping the strategy, and I don't see that coming. Some members are taking leadership, taking charge now.
Handy, we're not pricing it properly.
Yeah, we need the price. Hanzo came up with the price, so we gotta know.
I would have appreciated though was that the project manager telling everyone to stop. Guys, we need to first price and label all these fishes properly. No one did it.
We just opened our stores. Thank you all for your support.
In chaos conditions, you sometimes cannot think clearly. To make a profit, you have to sell with a good margin. So then I decided to sell with 30% margin.
Just apply 30, that's okay with you?
Yes.
30% for all the prices here?
Yes. 30% up, yeah? Okay. Higher 30%, yeah? Don't forget, yeah?
I'll get you more. All right.
I've got to say, I'm really impressed. The girls set it up really well. They made sure the display looked fantastic. They're all working incredibly well together.
Who's next? I can help. Your change. Are you okay?
We start bringing in the money and we're like, whoa, go team.
No problem. Okay. I see your sunglasses are Prada, auntie. You can afford it. You like Prada?
Andrea is really talkative and high energy.
1公斤21块5毛。
Speaking Chinese to all the locals, she was totally bringing in the sales.
这个是青色的，很漂亮。
I really had to milk it for everything that it was worth.
谢谢你啊，auntie. Bye, thank you.
I know I've got the personality, so why not?
I swear, I'm speaking more Chinese in one morning than I have in 25 years.
I have a few sales strategies, you know. The white guy speaking Chinese was very helpful.
30来给你了，好吧？
The second thing is I like to promote myself. Was like, oh, I'm a French chef. We have amazing fish. I'll prepare it by French chef.
Oh, French chef.
Exactly.
Alex had tons of energy.
Those ones, you can steam it. You can put some ginger, steam it like this. Yeah.
He sort of gave them his 2 cents on how to make the fish. So he was making customers very happy.
Thank you.
And I, by the way, was not bad at sales either. Nice, parrot fish. You like it?
Samuel is an all-round nice guy.
Really good. Good dealer. Happy?
He's an IT guy. Sales, he's not. His area of expertise.
Is there a lot of bones here?
We'll have about medium amount. Medium.
I'm not just quite convinced that he has the drive to be as big as Alex. If you know what I'm saying.
Definitely. Have a look at us
Just
first.
come with me, Miss Tang. I will take care of you.
Just over. You don't have to walk so fast, guys. I got boys too.
You'll never get the service you get with us. Come on. That is really low, though, by the way.
Would you be interested in fresh fish? This is fish. That is not so fresh. This is fresh. It's right from this morning.
Ninku came over to our turf, stealing our customers.
But you're in our territory, You're supposed to...
It's over here, ma'am. I'll take you. Come over. I'll take you.
Don't come over here again, Don't come over here again. Nunki, what are you doing?
This is the biggest rule ever in sales. You do not steal people's customers.
Girls, I got her from the men's.
Totally unprofessional, totally unaccepted. That's very low life.
This is per kilo 20 ringgit, ma'am. 20. Yeah.
They sell 15 ringgit over there. On the other side. I bought some scallop already from your place.
I'm not too sure if Handy made a great calculation about a 30% markup.
What's the price?
About 26. 27. People come in and they look at a price and they go, whoa, this is expensive.
Come on! 40 ringgit per kilo.
40 ringgit?
Yeah. The strategy to sell in high margin, I don't think it's working. Because people that goes to traditional market are looking for cheaper price.
Guys, we need to sell. We need to sell.
Look at these prawns. They're so big.
The prawns were selling very fast.
These ladies want all these prawns. We'll weigh that for them. These gentlemen want all these prawns. I'll weigh that for them as well.
I thought we were going to nail this challenge.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye. Whose fish is this? 来10块，谢谢你啊。No more prawns. Wait. Oh my god. I look over and we found out the prawns were completely mislabeled. That was Nick's fault. Those prawns were 47 per kilo. We sold at 15. There's 2 types of prawns, but Nick didn't compare that with the list. She just thought of the pictures and just said, okay, prawn, 15, done. We've just made a loss on this. And my heart just drops. So I need to tell you about the prawns. So
I was honestly really shocked. The prawn is actually 47 ringgit. We ended up selling for 15 ringgit. We had lost around 300 just on that. That's quite a lot.
Okay, it's okay, but I think we had some good margins on other things.
Our project manager also an accountant, so we kind of expected something from her in terms of profit.
This is wrong. No, who's gonna? I mean, this is so cheap,
Fundamental mistakes. It's all about profit in this game. That could really cause a major problem for driving the profit for this team.
Okay, let's just not make this, something negative. They should push us further, okay?
My confidence level that we're going to win was like 0.
The crowd is slowing down. Do you want to check how much we have now?
1,500.
1.5? We're not yet break even?
Not yet. Knowing that we did not make a break-even point, well, actually it surprises me. We still have a lot of fish. Straight away, I have to think how we could, sell all these stocks. Okay, so you want to split the mobile team?
And he decided to have a mobile sales team, which is going out, knocking on doors.
Now let's just pack it as fast as possible. Okay, let's go pack it. I do think I send the right people to do food sales. Good luck, guys.
Let's go, bro. Okay, let's go.
The CEO of AirAsia would not directly sell the tickets to the customers. They will put the best team members to do that.
You can say hello.
Yeah, I can say hello first and then play like the French card. Yeah. Then if it doesn't work, then you come in and you do your hearts out.
Yeah, the best sales team.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If I were to summarize, what was the value of Hendy, basically? He just praised people. That's it.
Should we park here?
Hi, excuse me, sorry. I'm looking for the manager.
Okay. Do you have the menu?
Excuse me, sir. Are you selling any fishes here or none at all?
He doesn't sell fish here. Basically chicken. Let's go.
All right, guys. Boom, boom, boom.
We approached a few restaurants, really trying to sell what we had left.
Restaurant! That's a restaurant.
Mr. Tony Fernandez will not care if you've sold all the fishes.
Very beautiful. Look at that.
If you don't sell it at the right price, you're not going to win it. Profit is what's going to matter.
Thank you so much.
Alright, so here's the plan. I will assign Andrea, Ningko, myself, and Selena to go around.
Yeah, my strategy was as long as we can finish all the fish and try to niche up a little bit of the price to cover up for that loss.
We need to make 1,300. Yeah? You can't sell it 4 times the price though, honestly. Come on, let's give it one go. I agree. 100 ringgit. Come on, let's give it a go.
If you told someone 100 ringgit,
let's use our girl power. Come on.
We needed to make a big sale on a margin that would make up for all the mistakes we made in the morning.
You're saying I'm selling you this for 100 ringgit? You want to buy my fish? It's mad, isn't it? We'll give it a go.
Okay, we can try, alright. So we knew that for everything to sell from then on, times 5.
The tilapia is how much per kilo? 65
per kilo.
65? You makan sendiri lah.
How about mackerel? Guys, let's go. We're running out of camera. Let's go to the next one.
We were rejected so many times.
We have a very nice fish. You can take it home with you.
So I was freaked out a little bit because we still have a lot of fish.
15.
50. 50.
Oh my god, should I just sell it at the normal price or should I just continue with the strategy?
Guys, we have 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes. Woo! We have like some fishes available with great prices.
On the first 2 or 3 establishments, we were selling it at a good margin. But in the last 15 minutes, you have no choice but to dispose all this fish.
How much is it? The whole thing?
We will sell all 4 for 30. Regardless if you sell them at a good margin rate or at a bad margin rate, the strategy now is to get cash out of it. That's okay?
And then if you want, we have more.
You're very lucky, sir.
You're very lucky.
On one last customer at the last minute.
Sell everything, dude, please. Don't try to negotiate anything. Everything for 500.
We were running and the guy saw it. He's like, "Hi girls, what's going on here?" And we're like, "We're selling fish."
I like you already.
Everything for 500.
We have a lot. You can take the whole thing for like
everything
one
500.
200.
No, Uncle, can we do 4?
Oh, you're killing us.
He's halfway done.
Next shop.
We're on the first one. Let's run.
What about this clinic?
This one.
The beauty of mobile sales team, in a very short period of time, we made quite a reasonable sum compared to the retail.
3 for 10. Okay? 10?
Oh, alright.
Alright, 10. Good.
Please, Uncle. He's coming back.
I will take all.
Yay! You're the best!
We sold everything for 400 in the last minute. We're like, just take the boxes and the eyes, everything.
400, yeah? 400. Thank you. Good luck for your restaurant.
Even though we managed to finish all the fish, I really can't say whether we did well or not because of some of the mistakes during the challenge. So I am very nervous going to the first boardroom.
Well done, boys. If the girls weren't able to sell everything, it's a game of who has the lesser deficit.
Yeah. We have tried our best. We have the great team members that have sales and marketing skills that is very strong. Congratulations, man.
If we lose this task, it's going to be a messy boardroom. We should have priced things properly. And that should have been done from the very start of the task.
Going to the boardroom, it's going to be exciting. I think, for me at least, because let me just tell you, I think I played 100%.
But ultimately, it could be a really, really close fight. But for me, I'm confident that I will not be blamed for losing the task.
Mr. Fernandez, we'll see you in the boardroom now.
I do feel trepidation. No one wants to lose the first task.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So the honeymoon ends today. We're going to see how the first challenge went. Unfortunately, one of us will have to leave today. So girls, what did you name your team?
Apex. Our team's name is Apex.
And why Apex?
It has a very strong meaning. Andrea actually came up with the name and we all went on with it.
Okay. What's the name of your team?
Team Mavericks.
Team Mavericks.
The reason we chose the name Team Mavericks is it sort of represents all of us. Each of us has something very unique.
And you like it? Think it's better than the girls?
It's an okay name. It's not the best name. I wanted an Asian-flavored name.
What would you have called the team? Team Hansel.
No, not Team Hansel.
We won't dwell on the name too long. Find it an odd name. So I sent you out to a local fish market. The winning team is the team that made the most profit. Fairly simple. Let's see how you did. Girls, who was your project manager?
I was. The team actually came out and they voted for me.
Why did the team select Nick?
Being a native of the country, we thought she was the best to represent and know the local market.
The choice was wise, you can say, to choose a Malaysian. So, Dusti, what did you think of Nick as a project manager?
There's some times that we had doubt in her, but overall she did well.
Okay, why did you doubt her?
Just because we are strong characters and we had a doubt that if she could handle all of us and, put all of us in line to complete the task.
And you think she did?
Somewhat, yes.
Who do you think was the biggest asset in your team?
Everyone, each and every one of them.
No, please, and learn from me. I want a direct answer. I need one person.
Andrea. Fernandez. Andrea just kept going non-stop.
We really went out there and we were hustling at the market.
And so how did you hustle?
Out of the group, I'm the only one that speaks Mandarin. That came in very handy.
So you're praising yourself. You were hustling the most. How do you think your team did?
We make profit and hopefully it's enough to beat the boys.
Okay, so you think you made a profit?
I like to think so.
Who decided the selling price?
Initially I set the price. So basically my strategy was to set a profit margin of 20%. I actually took their opinions and ideas and put it in our actions after
Bottom
that.
of the line, if you will all agree with me, we had no more fish at the end of the day. That just says how strong the team was. In spite of the few issues, we had no more fish in the end of the day.
Well, we'll see at the end of the day. The fundamental rule of thumb in business is to make a profit. It's not about selling out. Do you think you won, Dusti?
No.
Why not? It's not a good sign.
I saw the number, so...
You saw the number?
Yes.
Okay. Mark, you spent the most time with the girls. Be good to hear your views.
So let's go to the plus points. Sales, particularly Andrea and Ninku, performed really, really well. I saw it when you actually grabbed some people, from the boys' team.
I would approve of that. Winning is everything.
Noted.
Your biggest problem was the prawns. The prawns were 47 ringgit cost price. You were selling them at 15 ringgit.
Whoa. That's not 20% profit margin. You're an accountant.
I'm an auditor.
Auditor. Same thing.
It's
in
a
my
bit
eyes.
different.
I'd wipe that grin off your face. We don't know what you priced yet. Okay, I've heard enough. We'll move over to the boys. So who was the project manager?
I was.
Andy, okay. Hanzo, you heard the girls' reason for picking Nick. So why didn't you volunteer?
Because Handy made a very strong case about his successful experiences and being an expert in the food business.
Handy?
Yeah.
You have about 20,000 outlets.
No, it's 1,000.
Oh, 1,000?
Yes.
I was told 20,000.
No.
Who's going to look after your business if you're working with me for a year?
I'm blessed to employ thousands of employees, including 400 management team. In that case, yes, I have delegated the task into professionals in the company as well.
Okay. How do you think you did?
We have a very strong sales and marketing in our team, so I would say we did very well.
Azrael, how was your project leader?
He could have been a bit more assertive on us, but towards the end, he was motivating. He pumps us up. He tells us we're doing well, so I like him.
Who's the strongest character?
I would say this man over here, Alex.
Okay, why?
he posed himself as a person, hungry for victory.
Alex was the best seller for the team, and he was able to charm a lot of the housewives as well.
French accent?
I think, it's a combination.
I can't believe Chinese women would be interested in a French accent.
He was also speaking Mandarin.
They were. Oh, French fish?
Who's the weakest?
I cannot answer that.
Why?
I only focus on the strength of my team members.
Okay. The strength of a team is also to know who's weak. Just to let you know.
Yes.
A weak member in a team can pull down the whole team.
Yeah.
Okay? Just remember that. What was the sales strategy on selling the fish?
The strategy that I've decided is making a margin for 30%. Also did survey markets.
Who did the survey?
John and Honzu as well.
We went to certain stalls and asked what exactly was the market price. I stepped up to the challenge because no one took on the challenge of looking at the numbers. People went into their roles where they're comfortable at.
Is that accurate, Samuel?
No.
So it was mayhem, it was anarchy?
Yes.
You just did whatever you want?
That's correct.
So there was no planning? You just went in there and did what you felt like doing?
That is correct.
So, Handy, I don't get a sense there was clarity of roles. It doesn't look like you had a strategy. With all that in mind, Hanzo, do you think you beat Team Apex?
No.
No. Jonathan?
I think we did. At the end of the day, we really pushed hard. I think it's all about margins, and as far as their numbers are concerned, at least it's giving me an idea that we were able to
So you think you got better margins, so you got better profit?
I think so.
We shall see. Kathleen, maybe you can give some of your comments.
The team had a very messy start. I think Handy wasn't given a chance to lead because he was upstaged by Sam and Hanzo. But Alex, Jonathan was very passionate. They were trying to do some service recovery. Hanzo, good salesperson, but over-enthusiastic. In fact, you sold a lot of expensive fishes right at the beginning at a loss.
You've heard my advisor's comments. I think I've heard enough for the moment. How much profit did the girls make?
Now, the cost price of the fish was 2,770 ringgit. The total sales for Team Apex were 2,584 ringgit. A loss of 186 ringgit.
A loss. Where did that margin go? Kathleen, Team Mavericks.
Team Mavericks sold 2,116 ringgit worth of fish, but at a loss of 654 ringgit.
Well, congratulations, girls. You might have sold at a loss, and that's really fairly unacceptable in my books. You have won because they were appalling. But you win the first task, and congratulations for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
For your reward, I'll be sending you to the luxurious Hilton Kuala Lumpur for a private dining experience at a China restaurant. Your taste buds are in for some pampering. You're licking your lips already.
Is that obvious? Sorry.
Hopefully they bought some of the fish that you sold. All right, you guys can go and enjoy your dinner. Remember what I've said?
Yep.
Certainly, margin is something that needs to be looked at in future. But enjoy your night in China, and you shall leave. Yes, for you guys, Team Mavericks, you're all staying behind because one of you will be fired tonight. I think the performance was fairly shambolic, and we'll get into what went wrong.
It's gonna be good. Hello, thank you.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Oh. Wow.
That is amazing.
Hi ladies, my name is Lam. Today I'm going to make you some special our signature dish. We call it lobster combination. Please enjoy your meal.
Congratulations, everyone.
Win and many more.
It was such a huge relief to win so that I don't have to face the elimination process.
So, Team Maverick, how does it feel?
Not good.
Not good, is it?
Of course.
654 loss. Someone talked about a 30% margin. That's a 40% margin loss. Jonathan, you're nodding your head with a little bit of authority there. Why?
I just feel that from the very start, because a lot of the things weren't set up properly. Most of our sales guys had to set it immediately and pulled in customers, even if the stall wasn't really set up yet.
Hold on. Are you saying Team Maverick started selling before the stall was set up?
Unfortunately, Mr. Fernandez, yes. And
what on earth were you doing, Hendy? So who decided to start selling the fish?
It was natural.
Did you call customers to come in? Did they just miraculously appear?
They just come. And
They just come?
beginning, yes.
That's not true. I was there. Hanzo was so eager to sell. The store was not set up. The price tag was not ready. He started pulling customers in without prizes. And you guys didn't even know the name of the fish.
So hold on. Honorable, please tell me the truth in future.
Yes,
okay?
absolutely.
Nazrul.
Okay, sir. I was at the back with Jonathan working out on the prices. Our team started turning back, and Hanzo and Alex, the guys who were in the sales front line, turning back and saying, what's the price for this fish? What's the price for this fish? What is this fish? We don't even know. We haven't actually matched the fish and the prices.
It's a disaster, guys. You get customers in when you haven't done the pricing, when the stall's not set up. You know, enthusiasm is good, but businesses fail from lack of planning. What were you doing, Hendy?
Yeah, actually that was the opportunity. The moment that customer comes, well, that's the moment we create sales.
Obviously not. It wasn't an opportunity. Did you decide whatever price?
No. If I may say something, the prices, I think, came, like actually on the stool, like quite late. But, we were told the prices much earlier.
So wait. Explain to me. Did you have the prices from Jonathan, or were you making the prices up yourself?
We did ask the price that we should sell it at.
But you didn't get it?
Yeah, I got it from the project manager.
I hold the papers with the price. That hasn't written yet, but yes, there's in the first task there's a price of wholesale and upgrade.
So you were making the prices yourself? Were the prices 30% markup?
Well, yes. At the beginning of strategy was 30% markup, but at the execution, there's flexibility.
You had a 40% loss on your margin.
Absolutely.
So you must have given up very early on in the day. And Samuel, you said nothing. I want to know what the hell you were doing, Samuel.
So Dr. Fernandez, I was also involved in the process of selling.
Selling?
Yes. I did clock a lot of numbers.
You did clock?
I've actually written down in the book as well.
Jonathan, your views on Samuel's, what he's just said.
He did sell some, but I think he was the poorest salesman in the team.
Did you label all the fish right?
Yes.
I'm just trying to get how you lost your money.
The issue was that a lot of the fishes were sold at a very low price even before they were labeled. For example, is the salmon. Salmon wholesale cost price is at 35, and we should have priced them at 50 or 60. But a lot of our sales guys here were selling them at 20 or 15.
So why didn't you stop them?
I did stop them, Mr. Fernandez, but a lot of them were sold already.
You guys were selling fish when you didn't really know the price to price it at. 1. 2, you had the cost there. You should have controlled him.
Absolutely, directly I
But
told
you didn't.
I did. After
You couldn't have. He sold it at 20 ringgit. Is it you couldn't control Hanzo? Sales ninja?
Actually, we
just
could.
decided to sell?
We collaborate very well. Yeah, I would say.
It was a hopeless collaboration. Hopeless. Hanzo, you're very quiet. Why, as a sales ninja, what possessed you to sell it at 20 ringgit? Didn't you double check with your team leader?
I didn't have the pricing, so I cannot just make up a number from thin air. So every time the customers ask, so how much is this? So I have to turn around and say, hey guys, how much is this? I will tell the customer, thank you for patience.
Who's guys? Who's guys?
It could be Hendy, it could be Jonathan, it could be Nazril. That was
Jonathan,
at the beginning
true?
when
No, it's not true.
in the store.
It's not true. Well, one of you's lying. You just told me you stopped him from selling the fish.
A lot of the buyers were the ones dictating the prices for this task.
You were manipulated, guys, by very sharp housewives and buyers of fish. They had you in their palm of their hand.
Yes.
and you went into the valley of death, and now one of you is going to be fired. I've never seen anything like this. You're supposed to be the best of the best in Asia. It's just free-for-all, from what I can see. Whose fault is this?
I would say Handy, because he was supposed to organize and assign a role to the pricing team.
This task was all about strategizing from the very start. Handy failed at the bad start for that, and I think he's the one responsible.
I think you all failed. I really do. You can't put all the blame on him. It's clear to me that Handy has enthusiasm. It's clear that you were a great sales motivator. You pushed very hard. What's clear is all of you let him down. I'm not sure what you did, Samuel. You've been very quiet. Jonathan, you tried to control. But ultimately, you're the pricing man. In my company, the pricing man has a lot of control. And Hanzo, you're a weapon of mass destruction. I think, actually, you could have caused the start of the failure by going ahead and pulling all the customers in. So you're all at fault. So, I've heard enough.
Yes.
Handy, as project manager, who are you going to bring back to the boardroom?
First, I will bring Alex with me.
And one more?
One more, I would like to bring Nash with me.
I think he's got it wrong. I think you should reevaluate his choices.
I want to remind you that the 3 people you're going to bring back, one of you is going to be fired.
Understood.
If I was you, I'd make sure you bring the weakest people back. Okay? Do you want to think about it again? Switch channels and you'll be fired. Keep it here on AXN. Handy, as project manager, who are you going to bring back to the boardroom?
First, I will bring Alex with me.
And one more?
One more, I would like to bring Nash with me.
I want to remind you that the 3 people you're going to bring back, one of you is going to be fired.
Understood.
If I was you, I'd make sure you bring the weakest people back. Okay? Do you want to think about it again?
I have reasons with that.
So you've made your choices?
Yes.
So the 3 that have not been picked can leave the room. As for the 3 of you, I'll ask you to wait outside while I have a discussion with my advisors. One of you will be fired. Mark, what do you think of that?
I am really surprised. Alex and Nash, shocking.
Okay. I mean, this is your team, your boys.
I think Handy is spaced out. He's clueless of what he's talking about.
Well, you know, I want to dig in a bit more and see. There may be something we're missing. Can we send the 3 gentlemen in, please?
Yes, Mr. Fernandez. Mr. Fernandez is waiting for you in the boardroom.
So, Handy, there were certainly, in my opinion, weaker members. Why did you bring these 2 in?
Yeah, Hanzo and Sam, I would not blame on any mistakes that they make. But these 2 guys, they have the skill. That's why I would like.
But by bringing them in, one of them could be fired.
Absolutely.
But can I ask you a question, which I'm not getting a direct answer from you? You seem to say these 2 guys are strong.
Absolutely.
So who were the weak members in your mind?
Sorry, I cannot answer that.
You don't want to, or you cannot? Nazrul, who would you have brought in?
Hanzo and Sam.
And Alexis?
Hanzo, for the reason that during the task he sold some of our best product to apparently a great deal of us that maybe could have, helped us beat the girls. And I felt Sam sold less than the other players.
What have you done for this task, Nazrul?
For the team, I was assigned the task of pricing and labeling, and also I brought sales in. So I did say from the start, the task is profit, but we need to get our product and pricing correct.
See a good salesman?
Well, he couldn't close sales initially. What I think Nasri had was enthusiasm.
And Alexis, what do you bring to the team?
So I think I brought, like a lot of energy. We had different kind of customers. We had customers who were speaking Chinese, so I could, deal directly with them and tell them.
Did you tell the truth all the time when you were selling?
I did say, that I was a French chef.
Is that true?
I cook myself, and and after the limitations of...
Answer the question.
I'm
Are
not
you
a French chef. No,
I think ethics is important in business. We all want to win, but ethics is important. Who would you fire?
In this situation, I will fire Handy.
And Nazrul?
Unfortunately, Handy.
And why Handy and not Alexis?
A lack of game plan, lack of strategy, management.
Who chose him as a leader again?
Himself.
But you agreed?
I volunteered.
But you agreed?
Yes, that I agreed because he put his hand up. Boom, I want to be leader.
And what have you learned from this experience?
Bringing a strong team members all together is not easy, and absolutely I have to improve more my leadership skill.
I haven't asked you, Handy. Who do you think should be fired?
Mr. Fernandez, these two guys are the greatest assets in our team. As a project manager, I want to present to you that these two guys have everything it takes to be the Apprentice Asia. And for myself, and as a leader in the team, I would not blame anybody else that have done something better.
Andy, stop. I know where you're going. You're fired.
Thank you, Mr. Fernandez. It's an honor to be here.
Well, guys, you survived for another week, but you shouldn't be too proud of the achievement. It was a poor show from your team. I hope you've learned from this. It was a shambles. There's no two ways about it, and I hope that you'll come back stronger. Thank you. Good evening. I'll see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Now, that was something I never expected.
The right decision by you.
That was a great learning experience. There you go.
That was crazy, yeah.
I'm surprised that he seemed to give in so easily. But I want winners and throw away a great opportunity as far as I'm concerned. Wasted opportunity.
Actually, I'm shocked because I lose. I cannot sleep 2 days knowing that I'm losing. That's really what makes me sad.
Next time on The Apprentice Asia.
The team that produces the most engaging viral video will win the task.
It's lights, camera, action, and creative differences.
No, we're just going to tell the cameraman, look, I want this.
Andrea, she's a kid, and she complained, I want this, I want that, all the time.
Make temperatures rise.
Shut up, man.
Huh?
Shut up.
Yeah.
And boil over.
Yeah, but you carry down disaster road.
Into the boardroom.
Should have been done. Tell it to us from the very start because you're always...